Hey everybody, what's going on? It's been a while. Years, in fact. So this is, now that's a good read.
It Josh, coming at you live.
We're gonna start off by saying, I'm sorry for my absence. It's been a while. Life happens, you know? Yeah, well, since I made the last episode, let's see. Look here. The last one was June 21st, 2017. That was only 3 years ago. Actually, not to date yet. Actually, past it. So we'll go over 3 years ago. Wow. My kids have grown up a little bit. So I've grown up a little bit. Been busy. A lot of stuff happening. But you're not here for that, obviously. You're here to listen to some reviews of comics. Yeah, so I have been reading Dceased, spelled D-C-E-A-S-E-D, from DC Universe. It's really good. Essentially, it's like they call it a technovirus, a virus that is both organic and electrical or technology based. Sorry, I'm tired. And it actually starts taking over people. And they're like zombies, but they don't want brains. They want to basically just hurt and kill and maim. I am a little bit too with me to they want to infect. They just want to spread the infection. And yeah, obviously it's not a good. I mean, it's not a good comeback to start a. With all that's going on in the world right now, it's not a good comeback to start with Dceased, but it's what I started reading. So again, so it's really good. I like it. Let's give me author. So there we go. It's written. Where? The last names of the authors and the writers and stuff is Taylor, Hairslam, Heron, Gadiano, and Burrito. Not burrito. Burrito. Sorry. It's obviously rated teen plus. So I advise being 13 plus to read it. This is my opinion. Alright, let's start off. So like they pull you like right at the beginning. Okay, what's going on here? See, a familiar face. I mean, it's familiar to me. It's a really bad guy. So, Superman's biggest enemies. Nope, not Lex Luthor. He is, however, in the comic book. Spoilers. You've been spoiled. Alright, so I may spoil some. I apologize if I do, but it's still worth reading. So it's Darkseid. And here's just this thundering noise. Cool. That's how thunder sounds. Cool. It's spelled K-O-O-M. Cool. Cool. But it's a lot louder. We can't yell it louder. So, and Superman just wails on Darkseid's face and breaks the jaw. What is going on here? So this first issue is actually called Going Viral, which, again, not the best topic to start with. I apologize for that. If you've been affected by this whole incident going on in the world, I apologize, and I hope you are on the phone as well. And everything gets back to normal soon. I don't know what normal is, but let's get back there. I do hope the audio, the music is not super loud. I was just, actually turned down just for the sake of it. I can still hear it, so. Okay. Alright, so, yeah. So we got the Justice League here in the background, we got Darkseid in the foreground. He is tied up with Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. And It's all a ploy. He was a giant distraction. He was like, yeah, it didn't hurt. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not coming back. I don't need to come back. I got what I came for. So that's the gist of it. But go read. The writing is really good. And they're like, that's kind of weird. He just gave up and left, dude. Okay. Anyway, and then the ominous tone, of course, he left with by saying, I will not return. I have no need. For the truth is, I have what I came for. And he just goes through BoomTube, heads back to his little house on the prairie. And everybody's all hanging out. Oh, weird. Cyborg's missing. Oh. So, yep. Darkseid has stolen. Darkseid has stolen Cyborg. What's he gonna do with him, you ask? Well, thanks for asking. We're gonna find out soon enough. I like how Dceased looks really nice. They do discuss the anti-life equation, which is Darkseid is always after the anti-life equation. And this one, maybe he'll get. But they need Cyborg's not essence so much as technology. Just have to finish the other half of the anti-life equation. But they're like, well, we can't kill him because we need him alive to make it work. So, what do? They're like, hey, Death, we're gonna borrow you and take a piece of you. So, yeah. And there is some removing of the tongue in this one, so bearing that in mind. They cut out his tongue. Oh, that grows back apparently. So that's nice. It's like a lizard. A technological lizard. Alright, so they need the mother box is going to add the half of the equation to Darkseid's system. The problem, so if you merge the anti-life equation with the digital and the physical, it will destroy the host being Cyborg. So like, what do? Let's call my old friend Death. They bring Death in, and they take a piece of him, and they put it into Cyborg, which doesn't react. It makes this technovirus. That's what creates technovirus. Then the mother box, Cyborg's tech, and a piece of Death, which makes Darkseid go crazy. He's like, my head, it's in. He's trying to rip this disease, this virus out of him. And he punches through Death. And this time they're like, hey, we're gonna get rid of Cyborg. We're gonna get rid of him. We don't want that here. So. And just decides immune disease, he can't get sick. So Darkseid goes on a rampage, destroying Apocalypse. That's crazy. And, I mean, that's one way to do it. I like Dceased's last words were Darkseid is. Darkseid was. So, no more on them. So they pop Cyborg back to Earth. But when he gets back to Earth, because it's all technology and the way to put all these cyborg parts over, he's connected to the internet. And right away, that virus goes plow. It goes viral. Hello. And then what do people do? Oh, weird, I got a message on my phone. What does this mean? Bam! Ding, 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 ding. Now how do I look at your phone? And he tried to firewall. Cyborg tries to firewall himself off, block himself off from the internet, but it's too late. Everything's damage done. The anti-life equation begins to spread as a techno-organic virus around the world. The internet makes everybody infected, crazy, tearing at their face, trying to get the equation out of their heads. They want to get this out of their heads. It's literally killing them. So they go crazy about scratching people, tearing people up, they're tearing their own faces out. Just leaving Cyborg alone, which I don't understand. Superman and a few other people don't know if Cyborg's back yet. They're thinking about, hey, let's go to Apocalypse. The boom tube levels. Let's go to Apocalypse and get Cyborg. They're just guessing right now. Superman hears some screaming. The whole world is screaming. He sees all this stuff going on. He's worried about his kid and Lois. But they're just playing video games. Lois is looking for her phone. And of course, on it's Superman's son. Named after his father, I'm assuming, Jonathan Kent. They like bicker back and forth. Hey Damien, where is it? You're a super sleuth detective, Batman's son. You should be able to find a phone. And Damon's like, you have X-ray vision. Yeah, that's really good point. So, oh, it's over there. I find it. Okay, I'm gonna grab it. And in comes some heat rays. Bam! Burns that phone like crazy. And Superman busts through. Don't close your eyes. Don't look at the phone. Don't look at the screens. So any screen, phone, tablet, whatever, it gets you infected. It gets you with the technovirus, and then you get in trouble. So no screens. So Batman turned off all of the screens to like the outside world. He has an internal intranet. He also has some old analog backup cameras. The only issue is the rest of the house is not disconnected from there. But he tries to do like an EMP, and hopefully it stops everything. Let's see. Cut back to Superman and Lois. And Damien has this walkie-talkie that's always connected to Batman. And with the Bruce Wayne. Oh my gosh. That would have been bad. I mean, you know, we don't know who Bruce Wayne is. Nor do we know who is Batman's alternate identity. Okay, anyway. So, nice time out, Batman's not answering. He always answers. That's what this phone is for. So, don't worry, Damien. Bruce, aka Batman, he's always having like contingency plans no matter what happens. He's prepared for anything. So, now he's looking for. Batman's looking for Dick, Tim, and Alfred. And found Alfred. And Tim is a little worse for wear. He is in fact infected. So, yeah, and so is Dick. Well, they look like they're kind of biting flesh. They bite into Batman a few times. He's like, oh, for God, run! Now Batman's got a little bit of an issue. Yeah. And that's where the end of the episode, this episode, the end of the issue stops. They do, however, tease a different comic altogether. By Snyder and Capullo. Batman Last Night on Earth. Oh, it's so good. I've actually read the teaser. It's really good. Check it out. Batman Last Night on Earth. Spelled Knight. 48-page prestige format issue. That's really good. I'm gonna actually get it if I can find it. I won't read the special sneak peek preview to you because you need to figure out what it is. So yeah, I do hope you liked this episode. To be honest, I don't remember if I said anything at the end of the episodes. I did listen to one of the older ones just to see how the music was, and I no longer have access to that music, so that's why I changed it. I think this one's a little proper. not a good opening, but it's good. Yeah. So, before I just ramble on about nothing, and say so 100 times, or anyway, 100 times. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're doing well. If you listen to this and you like it, whatever whatever media site, I suppose, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you find it on, let me know. Do those likes coming in, drop some comments, if you're able to, on whatever the site is on. Let me know if you want to do some more. We'll give it a while and we'll jump into the next issue. Awesome day.